Controversy right now. We've got the disc brake thing going on. Just want to show you the proof that disc brakes are slower uphill. I'm not disputing. I've got disc brake bikes. I love them in the wet. I love them as a bike messenger. You know, in the wet weather around town, they're really good. But in terms of uphill performance, if you're a stage racer, disc brake. If you're a professional cyclist, disc brakes are slower. And we hear Richie Porte. He did a 7:02 up Wollonga Hill to win the stage. And he was only 3 seconds ahead of Dale Impey, who was riding a non-disc Scott bike. Richie Porte had a super light Trekker SLR disc. And hey, I've ridden the disc SLR and I've ridden the non-disc SLR. Same sort of setups, and the non-disc feels so much more lively. Go and ride a 7 kilo disc bike versus a 7 kilo rim brake. Same tires, equivalent wheels. The rim brake bike just feels faster. It is faster. Mike Woods, 414 watts this year. This is all the times this year. Mike Woods again on a Cannondale non-disc. So Richie Porte, 7:02. We know he can go a lot faster than that. There's no power data there. There's nothing. So we can't really go by that. But we see that let's go to all time. So 7:02 is what Richie's done. His best time is 6:39. All right. And so Mike Woods, 6:51, 468 watts. So let's have a look again at this year. Mike Woods' time. Mike Woods did 7:17 for 4. So his power was a lot. But then did his power meter drop out? We don't really know. But we do know Mike Woods was going all out this year. So we're not sure. Maybe he was bonking. Maybe he ran out of sugar. We don't know. So, but all we can go by is Richie Porte's time is 23 seconds slower on his Amonda disc versus his BMC rim brake. So if you want a good rim job, if you want to do a good job, get on the rim brake bike for the climbs, because that's the deals there. Even Jay McCarthy, you know, he ain't climbing fast no more on that specialized disc brake bike. It's just crushed so many riders this year. Their performance is definitely a lot less. Look, there's nothing even in this year for time-wise, you know. There's Dale Impey got up there, but everyone else is, faster times. I think Chris Hamilton's on a disc brake bike this year. But yeah, so there you go. That's just the proof there that disc brakes kill your performance on a climb relative to otherwise. Richie Porte riding a super light BMC, 6.8 kilo BMC versus 6.8 kilo Trek disc Amonda SLR, is going to go 23 seconds faster. So Richie Porte, if he had a proper bike and he had a little mirror on there and just attacked him earlier, he would have went into it under. And that's the proof right there. What about the wind and stuff like that? The power data all looks pretty similar from previous years. So it's, it's just more proof. And that's why you won't see Chris Froome riding disc brake bikes at Tour de France. You won't see that. And I bet Richie Porte will be saying to Trek, look, guys, if I'm going to win the Tour de France, you got to give me a climbing bike, a proper fucking climbing bike. A climbing bike doesn't have fucking disc brakes on it. It just doesn't have disc brakes on it. An adventure bike, a touring bike, a gravel bike, a cruiser bike, a courier bike, an all-rounder bike, yeah, disc brakes are great. A noob bike, yeah. But if you're looking for that every second, every watt, ditch the discs uphill. Proof in the pudding. Richie Porte, 23 seconds slower. Safe to say, Richie Porte lost the 200 this year because his Trek bicycle company, who make a fantastic bike. I'm a fan of the Amonda SLR disc, but I'm not a fan of it to give to Richie Porte when he's trying to go all out, Brussels sprout up Wollonga Hill. They lost the race because of disc brake hype, trying to push it on the cut. It's bad, man. 2019 is going to be a really interesting year. It's the first time in history that I can remember that bike races will be lost because sponsors are choosing stupid product.